wild beast actually climbed up the soft ladder that the guy hadn't even had a chance to put away. He woke up in a panic, drenched in cold sweat. He had thought his shelter design was foolproof, completely safe, but now, a fierce animal was staring him down right in front of him. Instinctively, he slammed the door shut and took the best defensive position he could find, heart racing. This young man's wild survival challenges had been getting bolder every time. Before, he only dared to camp in open, flat areas. But now, he had pushed himself past fear and ventured alone into the deepest, most dangerous parts of the mountains. Every step was deliberate, every action carefully planned. His shelter wasn't just thrown together. He had spent days preparing wood and materials. On the ground, he first assembled a solid frame enough to hold the weight of a suspended structure. His goal was to hang the shelter from a big, sturdy tree, creating a safe place to rest above ground. He tied the wood together with vines, but that wasn't enough. He hammered in large nails to reinforce the frame. Even if a storm came through, the shelter wouldn't collapse. The diamond-shaped design kept everything balanced, preventing the structure from tipping sideways. Covering the roof was surprisingly simple. He gathered fresh green palm leaves, layering them thickly to block wind and rain. Any loose spots were pressed down carefully, so the leaves wouldn't slip off. The roof blended perfectly with the surrounding forest, making the shelter almost invisible to any wandering animals. Once the shelter was safely hanging in the air, he turned to the walls. He used wrapping film from his backpack to wrap around the structure, securing it firmly. This not only made it light, but allowed him to see all angles of the forest for any sudden movements or threats. Thick ropes were tied in parallel to carry the entire weight of the shelter. He even built a simple bearing system. By rotating the handle, he could slowly move the shelter through the air, adjusting its position as needed. After thorough scouting, he knew this forest wasn't a place to underestimate. Every sound, every shadow mattered. He carefully hoisted his backpack and gear up into the treehouse, leaving the ground and its dangers behind. For the first time, he felt a little safer, more in control of his environment. The soft ladder still swayed from side to side, though, so he nailed it firmly to the ground. Ironically, this gave the wild beast a temporary foothold, a detail he hadn't expected. That very first night, he was already drenched in sweat from fear. The forest was alive with noises, distant howls, snapping branches, rustling leaves. Each sound reminded him how alone he was in the deep wilderness. He kept thinking about his strategy. How would he stay safe for the long days ahead? He checked his supplies, organized his tools, and planned every step carefully. Sleeping up high gave him some protection, but the challenge wasn't over. Every day in the wild was unpredictable. Weather could change in minutes, and any moment a wild animal could appear. Despite the fear, he felt a sense of accomplishment. This wasn't just surviving, it was mastering the environment. Each nail hammered, each rope tied, each palm leaf placed perfectly was a step toward independence, toward self-reliance.